Hey guys, welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be writing one of the downloadable quests. It's well, you'll find out in a minute. The set I'm using is my favourite high rank set at the moment, which you probably know by now is Ingot. So that'll come with critical high +3, speed sharpening, and wind resist high. You have to gem some of those up a little bit, that'll be it. And the sword is the Sabretooth lance, which is the rare 6 Barioth lance. Just build up the iron line, the iron lance line, and you'll get to the tusk lance. Then tusk lance plus, and then Sabretooth. And as you saw from the quest picture, we'll be fighting a Hapurubokka. And just before I actually go into this, what I normally do is I record the gameplay and then I'll record my voice later, because there aren't many opportunities for me to actually record my voice, especially recently because I've been very busy with exams coming up and everything like that. And so yeah, I haven't played Monster Hunter in 2 months perhaps, give or take. I did that poison roller drop video, but I'm trying to wipe that from my memory, as it wasn't the best ever. And as you can see, I've already forgotten cool drinks. That's fine. But basically, in this video, you'll see twice how you can get very unlucky in certain situations because of both the environment and other creatures. Now, unlike normal Hapurubokkas, this guy, yeah, he's massive, as you can see. But normal ones, when they come out of the sand dunes actually go down first, go down into the ground, and then they'll come up. This guy, just stay away from him, because he'll just randomly come up at a certain point. And as you can see, he does much more damage than a normal Hapurubokka would do, I think. Well, that's what I'm guessing. As you can probably see from the video length, this one took a long time, whereas I can normally kill a normal high rank Hapurubokka with the same set in about 13 minutes, approximately. It's just his size really means he gets around the place so quickly. Yeah. And yeah, I know my sound quality is a bit rubbish, very rubbish, but you should have noticed it when he saw me, that it's using Metal Gear Solid music and sound effects, which is quite cool, as this is it's one of the quests which is a tie-in with other games, I guess. Nintendo. And now this is my first point of getting unlucky. I actually gathered a cactus flower instead of trying to fish them out, which is what I was trying to do. And as you can see, the fish them out bar is massive, and if you don't do it in time, or if you just don't attempt it at all, he will jump out and do a tailspin, and that does a lot of damage, as I found out a while back. So yeah, if you're going to do this quest, and I would do it if I was you, because it gives quite nice rewards. It gives some tickets to make Metal Gear Solid armor. If you're a male character, you'll get snake clothing, so that's for the eye patch, everything. And if you are a female character, you'll get the boss, I think it is, you know, the boss of Snake, or his old boss, depending on which game you're playing in the Metal Gear series. And they each have different skills, I do believe, from what I remember. Although I can't remember which is the best, but obviously, if you're doing this quest, you will have made your character gender a long time ago. So yeah, just there you heard the noise indicating someone seeing you in, for example, Peace Walker. That's a fun game, that is. Now, I don't really want to go into too depth about talking about Metal Gear, but if you enjoyed this game, I wouldn't say it would suit you, because think of it as a stealthy first-person shooter. So instead of just going up to a big monster and shooting it, a lot of the time you'll be wanting to just hide behind crates and things, look for opportunities, and one of my favourite weapons, especially near the beginning of that game, was the sleep revolver. I've forgotten the name for it now. But what I find great about that is that one shot to the head puts them to sleep, and then you can fly them out. And if you fly them out using the balloon package, then they have a chance of being recruited to your team, or your set of guys, which is quite nice, because the more guys you have at your base, the better things like research and stuff you have. Now, a little note with Hapurubokka about bombs. I believe in my other video I stated that normal life barrel bombs would actually bomb him out of the sand, if he swallows them, that is. But actually, now that I've tested it a couple more times, I haven't actually seen that happen. So I'm not sure if you need to put 2 in consecutively, or if they just don't do it, you need to make more large barrel bomb presses. But yeah, if anyone knows that, just comment about it. And this guy's probably easier to see inside his mouth since he's so big, but his uvula, I think it's called, the little tongue thing that he has, that is the weakest spot inside his actual mouth, and that's actually breakable. I'm not sure how you would go about doing that. I'm guessing the bombs might do a little bit of damage to it, or otherwise you could probably paralyze him. I think his mouth stays open for that. Or alternatively, just get a really good bow gunner, because some gunners can just like aim for things like that and just hit them with really good accuracy. So if he turns around, you might get a shot of it. Yeah, he's exhausted, so that's fine. And then when he goes to do his sandblast, just block it or get away from them. It has quite a large range of effect, especially with this guy because he's a giant. And this guy will automatically get you a gold crown, obviously. What I like to do against him is try and break the legs, because he actually falls over. Oh, I actually broke his ear thing. Yeah, if you break one of his legs, he'll fall over. And you can break either one of his legs. So that's 2 forms where you get a couple of seconds to do some extra hits. Get another something like 2-3 combos off on him. So it's worth the time to just aim for those if you want. Just back to Peace Walker a second. Oh wait, it's me failing. Yeah, that almost killed me. I think I get a max version in time. But yeah, on Peace Walker, even though I said that a lot of time it's about stealth, you do still have boss battles. I don't want to ruin it for you guys if you haven't played it, so I'll just say that if you played Mock Hunter, some of the boss's passions and expressions might be quite familiar to you, especially if you played Unite and 3rd. And yeah, there are quite a few like tanks and things you have to fight in which. But what I find really annoying about that is, just like in these games where you've got things like Jaggy just running around the boss, it's actually worse there because whereas the Jaggy are actually on the side of the boss in a lot of these, there you've got a tank which you have to destroy, or you've also got a load of soldiers. And generally the mission can be completed by either destroying the tank, which I tend not to do, or by actually killing all the soldiers, but I think you have to damage the tank a certain amount before killing all the soldiers, otherwise nothing will happen. Now, yeah, the reason I like to not destroy the tanks is because you can actually keep them and send them off on missions with your other units, which is quite useful. Extra firepower. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to get as many hits off as I can. I'm getting off quite a few. This guy is actually... I never realised how big he is when I actually fight him. But now watching it back, he's absolutely huge. Now, he's not... There are a lot of monsters in Monster Hunter, especially high-ranking ones, where if you go under blue sharpness, you'll start to bounce off certain areas. But this guy, you won't really bounce at all, even in the green and possibly yellow sharpness. One of the worst for bouncing I find is Silver Rathos. Oh, he's a pain. You want to just whip out a Genoga bowgun for him, rapid fire thunder shots into him. That should take him down fairly easily. Or a thunder bow would be nice. Just don't use melee weapons, because he's even harder in this game than he was in Unite. At least in Unite you wouldn't bounce with a hammer off his head, but even now I think you still do, which kind of sucks. It just shows how big he is that one of his toes is the same size as me, pretty much. And there we go. That was me breaking his foot. And since I'm in a nice little closed area, I'm sidestepping to the right and getting blocked by him in the wall. And that's just given me some nice opportunity to get more hits off. Just shield advance when possible to get him out. And occasionally you can actually get him out like this just by doing enough damage attacking. And at that point you'll want to just spam your buttons. Just pretend someone's robbing you and you're trying to beat them up. You just want to, like, okay, no, don't beat them up, just call the police. But yeah, you get my point, hopefully. Don't beat up people, otherwise you go to jail, and that's not good. But yeah, you want to spam all the buttons except for L, because L will actually bring up your item menu, and then you'll just start scrolling through your items, which isn't the best idea. Oh yeah, and wiggle the analog stick, because that seems to help a lot. Now, I believe his back is actually the weakest point, and that his stomach is one of his... Did I say weakest? His back's his strongest point, that is. And his stomach's one of his weakest points. So generally you want, especially with this guy since he's so huge, when he's standing on the sand, instead of just like hovering underneath it, you want to try and get under him and get some hits off. Now, just then I had no idea what was going on, because I was kind of stuck underneath him. But yeah, by the way, if you see these easy large barrel bombs, they're just large barrel bomb pluses, basically. And against this guy, they'll normally supply you with some kind of bomb in low rank, and you'll probably get some in high rank as well. But if you know, high rank supply items don't come for a while generally. That was a lucky dodge there. He just moves a ton with each of his steps. And that bomb I don't think it actually gets used. Or maybe it does.